Hey, what's going up, guys? It's your girl Lily. So, I got out of work today, and I was going through my timeline after work. I haven't been on Facebook for about 6, 7 hours due to work, and all I saw was prayers for Orlando, prayers for Orlando, and the first notification I got was the president's talking about what happened. So, of course, I'm going to investigate. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And comes to my knowledge, sometime I believe it was this morning around 2 o'clock, there was a gunman who went inside a gay nightclub and just started shooting. Now, I read an article about it, and it looks like this was pretty much planned out. I guess what triggered the the event that just happened, I guess the guy saw two guys kissing and he didn't like that, so he plotted to go out and just shoot for the fuck of it. According to the news, there were 50 that were killed and there were over 50 that were injured. I had to have a talk with my child today, my youngest, she's 8 years old, because she overheard me and another adult talking about Orlando. So I had to explain to her, what LGBT is and what it all stands for, and how a little bit brief conversation again about racism and how we treat everybody equal. She was very sad because first she was confused. She didn't understand, what race is and why people act this way. And, over the years, you just never understand why racism still exists. But it's not as if we're not aware. It's still happening, and it's even stronger than ever. You think we would learn from a history of it, but we all grow up and learn, and we know that being racist is taught. And she told me some things that some of her own classmates her age are doing that were put into the categories of racism. And being a part of the LGBT community myself, and also being an African American woman, and my youngest being a biracial woman, she will succumb to a source of racism. Now, we all know that everyone in some time at a point in their lives is going to encounter a racist encounter. And it's sad to say that this won't stop. Not because that we don't have the necessary money to buy this racism out, is that people are just stubborn and ignorant and will continue to pass this on to generations to come. And it's disgusting. According to the news, I read that this is one of the largest terrorist attacks since Sandy Hook and Virginia Tech. And I'm just sitting there walking to go pick up my daughter, and I'm thinking, you know what? Like, where can we go? Where can we go and feel safe? Where can we go to have a good time? Where can we go to just be ourselves without being, ridiculed of something that we just feel that it is not a problem? It's bad enough that, being lesbian, gay, transgender or bisexual, you get picked on. There are many hate crimes. You discriminated against regardless. You can't even go to a nightclub and enjoy yourself. It's just disgusting. The little bit, I know there was a passing of gay marriage, I think about a year or so back. And even then, so, you just can't be yourself. And I understand why people are so afraid to come out, even to family members, because on how they were going to be treated. But you can't be yourself. You always have to pretend to be someone you're not, because you don't know if you're gonna die that day just for being yourself. It's sad. And even though all this bullying, now you have cyberbullying and just bullying. I had to explain to that with her today. It was a nice discussion with her today about the different kinds of bullying, and how don't be afraid to ask for help and tell someone. And my child, she is getting bullied, and I explained to her, that people aren't going to stop bullying. People are going to bully themselves over something that they feel that hurting someone is going to uplift them. And you should not be ashamed of who you are, and you shouldn't be rude to someone who likes something different than you, because we are all not the same, but we all bleed the same. And it's sad to see that people don't seem to want to get this through their head. And today around this time, I believe there will be a visual at our gay club, but sadly I can't attend because I have the little one and I have to get her ready for school tomorrow. But I will light a candle and sit in a moment of silence for the victims of the Orlando shooting. Now, the person that planned this disgusting thing out has been shot dead. Now, this will not reverse the lives of who have died, and this will not erase the memories that have been given. And, there needs to be a change. This is, I don't know how much to say it. Like, this is seriously a sad situation all around, because I'm pretty sure the people that went to the club had probably a rough day, probably a rough week. I know some, of them could have graduated college, graduated high school, visiting family or friends, to be shot down by some ignorant asshole. And of course there's going to be a retaliation. There's always a action, and there's always a reaction. So of course there's going to be a retaliation. I hope it's not as drastic, but people do a lot of things when it comes to someone they love. We all act on a way that we don't think because we're hurt, or we're scared, or we just don't know. So again, prayers out to the people of Orlando. This racism is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's taught. If you simply don't like somebody because of they're black or white or Asian, or they're Muslim, or they're Christian, Jewish, or they just are different, you don't have to kill them. You can ignore. There's thousands of people in the world. By you killing innocent person over something that you don't like, that just makes you stupid. It does. Because all you're doing is adding to the hurt that we're already enduring. This country is shit. I'm sorry. This country is shit. They always say, like Donald Trump said, let's make America great again. But how? How? This country was built on so much fucking lies and deceit, and people have died and got hurt, families ripped apart, and we're still passing the same ignorance to our kids. I shouldn't have to hear from my 8-year-old that people her age are acting like idiots. My gosh, kids didn't have your first period, or pay your first bill, or have your first job to be spreading ignorance. Why? We should be teaching our kids to be better. Do you not know that we are examples? What are we teaching our kids? How are we going to live in a world, and things like this is happening. We can't walk to the store. We can't go to the club. You know, we can't sit on our car. We can't go into a different area just to, you know, go on vacation. We always have to worry about, is today our last day? Because of people as this individual. I can go on and on, because like racism is still going on and on, but I am very much hurt. Not saying that anybody that I know has been involved in this shooting, but I do have gay friends, I do have bisexual friends, and I do have lesbian friends. So I could imagine, considering that some of my friends have family members over there, and I recently saw a post that one of the victims was a friend that passed in the shooting. So, with that being said, we got to do better. We have to do better. It's hard to live. You know, it's hard to live. Where can we live? You know, like how? It's getting impossible to just live. You know, when you're a kid and they always ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? I wouldn't be surprised if most of these kids would just say, alive. Prayers for Orlando. Love wins. You can do what you're doing, but love wins. Okay? Love wins. We all bleed the same. We all might not have the same colors and background, but we're all supposed to be brothers and sisters helping each other, not killing each other. Got it? This is Lily and I'm out.
Nah, 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 come on.